All right, what's going on, everybody? Old Buck here, Carolina Crazy Outdoors. We ain't in the woods today. We ain't on the water. We in the house. We're gonna freaking cook. So today I'm gonna show you how I do my Carolina crawfish yum yum. How you like that yum yum? You had to throw that on there to make it different. Yum yum. God, it makes you just want to eat. Yum yum. But anyway, so everything you see here looks like a lot, but it really ain't. I ain't got everything ready yet, but I wanted you to see it before I get it all cut up and all that, and then we'll go from there. So pay attention. Oh yeah, guys, hey, you want to get your old lady ready to rock and roll, cook for her like this, you have to beat her off with a stick that night. Hey, that's a promise. But if she don't, that means you effed up, you didn't cook good, and that's your problem. So hey, first thing you need is a good pot. Right here, I use this right here. It's pretty good size. I mean, it's awesome for this. It's the perfect size. When we get done with this whole pot will be full. So need a pot. Your choice, whatever kind you want to use. This is the one I prefer. You put it down right here. Need one of these things right here. I don't even know what this thing's called. But I do know this. It chops the hell out of these bell peppers and onions. You gotta have one of these and get a good one. I love it. So hey, need another pot. That's for cooking your crawfish tails. And you gotta have another pot as well for your chicken and your rice. But anyway, your crawfish tails. So I'll go ahead and let you know, we catch a lot of crawfish. You ain't got to go to Louisiana to order them from there, however you want to do it, because South Carolina's eat up with crawfish in the low country. So you can go catch them yourself. But, and it is okay to put the tails in the freezer. We catch so many that, we can't eat them fast enough. So we got to cut the tails off. And before we cut the tails off, I pierce every one of those crawfishes right in the brain, so it kills them, so there's no suffering. So it will not poison you. You can cut the tails off and freeze them. What they don't want you to do is to freeze the whole crawfish. And the reason that is whenever you put a crawfish in the freezer, for some reason the internal organs of that thing will break down and start decomposing, which they say, and hell, I don't know who they is, but they say it'll make a poison which will go into the actual crawfish tail. That's what you don't need to do. Don't freeze the whole crawfish. Cut the tail off, throw the other stuff away, and freeze the tail only. You'll be good to go. I've already got these right here peeled and boiled, so they're ready to put in the pot. So, and you need a cutting board. I got a cutting board under these crawfish tails. Next thing you need, chicken thighs. You can use chicken breast, you can use whatever you want, but for me, thighs is like the best meat. It cooks good, it breaks down good. I get 8. Well, I'll go back to the crawfish tails. You want approximately a pound of crawfish meat, crawfish tails. That's without the shell on it, pure meat. These thighs here, looks like a lot, but really they ain't. Once you take the meat off the bone, you ain't got a whole lot of meat. You're gonna have probably, out of them 8 thighs, you're gonna probably have about 3/4 of a pound of meat, of chicken. So you want to get chicken. Okay, now, I gotta sit down, I'm getting tired. So, you want a yellow onion and a sweet onion. That's just what I prefer. I want one of each. These 2 onions is pretty good size, so you want approximately, all onions are different sizes, so telling you the number ain't really gonna help. But what I try to do is I try to get a cup of yellow and sweet onions combined. 1 cup. So now that we got that out of the way. Next thing is bell pepper. I like to get bell peppers, and you're probably thinking, what's up with the color? You can put 4 green ones or 4 yellow. I like the color. I like the green, yellow, red, and orange. To me, it adds a little color to whatever you're doing. Yeah, I know that sounds crazy, but that's what I do. But at the end of the day, you want to get about a 1.5 cups. You can even put 2 cups. It's whatever you prefer. I like having a lot of bell pepper in mine. So about a 1.5 cups, 2 cups of bell pepper. And like I said, I will cut these up, throw them in that old I don't forgot what it's called. I don't even know what it's called, but I call it the chopper. Throw them things in there. I do one at a time, and I put them in individual bowls. That way I can try to get the same amount of each bell pepper to make up a cup and a half. So that's what you want as far as bell peppers. All right. Oh, back to the chicken. Be careful handling this chicken. When you handle that raw chicken, you make damn sure you freaking wash your hands. Last thing you want to wind up with is salmonella, and it will happen. Next thing is rice. You use the old extra long rice. You can use whatever kind of rice you want to. I mean, I prefer the old regular white rice. And usually 3/4 of this bag, which is 1 pound, will be all you need. So, you know, anywhere from 3/4 of a pound to a pound, that's what that bag is. That should be all you need. And again, it's really what you prefer. You can adjust it. If you like a lot of rice, hell, pour it, pile it in there. If you don't like a lot of rice, you ain't got to. Hell, it don't even need rice, but some people like rice in it. Anyway, next thing, oil. I use Crisco oil. This right here is about 2 tablespoons of oil. And that's the very first thing you start off with when you get your pot over there. Next thing is minced garlic. I put about a teaspoon of minced garlic in here as well. Minced garlic. Next thing, Cajun seasoning. You don't need a lot of this, and I'll tell you why in a minute. Cajun seasoning, I put about half a teaspoon of Cajun seasoning. Celery salt, about half a teaspoon. That's all I use is celery salt. All right, right here, petite diced tomatoes. I use 3 cans of these petite diced tomatoes. This is 14.5 ounces in each can. That's important because, you know, you got cans that big, you got cans this big. I used 14.5 ounce cans, and I used 3 of them. Now, if you don't like a lot of tomatoes, you can cut back. You might only want to put 2, but I like a lot of tomatoes. And hey, at the end of the day, you're gonna eat this stuff how I like to eat it. So if you don't like that, there's a McDonald's down the road, you know, or you can go home and eat a air sandwich, whatever you're gonna do. Next thing, chicken broth. Use the old Campbell's chicken broth. Use 4 cans of this. This is the 10 and a half ounce cans. I use 4 of these, and that works real good. You don't have to put any salt in this at all, because this chicken broth, I mean, it's salty. I mean, well, it ain't salty, but it does add that salt taste pretty good. I've never put salt in mine, and I ain't gonna start today. But anyway, next thing is sausage. This here's where you mainly get your Cajun taste from. I know I put a little bit of Cajun seasoning in there, but I'm gonna tell you right now, these Cajun sausage will add all the Cajun flavoring you need. And not everybody likes that spicy Cajun taste. So I also get old Hillshire, just regular beef sausage, and I'll add that. But at the end of the day, you're gonna have probably about a 1.5 pounds of sausage you're gonna put in there. So I don't think I missed anything. If I did, oops. So I'm gonna start getting this stuff cut up and ready, and then we will go from there. So, man, my mouth's watering already. I can't wait to eat this stuff. Anyway, give me a second. I'll be right back. All right, y'all. Got my daggone bell pepper and onions chopped up in my chopper. As you can see here, I just got the chicken thighs in here. So they'll begin cooking. Right here is my old, but look how pretty that is. Got the yellow, green, red, and orange bell pepper cut up. Got the yellow and sweet onions right there. And there's my daggone seasoning. Got my minced garlic on the left, Cajun in the middle, celery on the right. Oh man, I meant to tell y'all. Sometimes I get a little carried away. You know, I don't edit a whole lot of these videos. So you getting the real deal. I mean, what I say, I mean, it's pretty much real. I know sometimes I slip up and cuss, but I promise y'all, I'm gonna work on that. Bullshit, if you don't like what I do, like what I say, don't get on back on my videos. Don't subscribe to my YouTube channel. Cause I'm gonna be honest with you, one person commented on it from Gilbert and said, I wish you would really clean up the way you talk. Hey, if you don't like the way I talk, cause I'll be honest with you, I try not to say real bad words. I mean, I really don't, but sometimes you slip up. That's just how it is. Hey, you ain't got to click on these videos, because I'm going to be honest with you, I don't give a three shits what you think about me. So anyway, now that we got that out of the way, here's what we do next. So, got to get the old daggone oil right here. I'm going to pour it in there, just like that right there. All right. I'm going to get the bell pepper, pile it in there, just like that. Throw the onion in, just like that. Season, and more season. Whew, how about that right there? Man, I tell you what, that's already smelling good. So, gotta get my little spoon here. And just stir it around like that right there, you know, and cover the bottom of that pot. Put this here on about, you know, I keep it on about 4. You don't want it to be cooking real hard. You don't want to burn it, you don't want to scorch it. The main thing is, I don't really do no main time on how much I cook the bell peppers and onions. I just go on when it kind of starts getting soft and the color starts changing a little bit, then that's when I'll kind of really cut this down to low and you know, let it sit. That way, you know, when I get the other stuff prepared, I can just start adding it to it. This here cooks down. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my chicken broth in, and it'll just sit there and it'll just barely cook. I mean, you want it to barely be bubbling a little bit. So next thing after the like I said, next thing when this bell pepper and onions cook down a little bit, next thing you're gonna do is put your chicken broth in, and we'll get there in just a second. All right, if you can see here, these bell peppers, they done about cooked down, so we're gonna go ahead and put the daggone old chicken broth in there. And get the old chicken broth. I done got the cans cut open. Pour it in there like that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just like that right there. Now we're gonna probably let that right there cook slowly for probably about 15 or so minutes. By that time, the chicken will be done. And make sure you get the chicken done. I know you probably ain't got to, because it's gonna cook for another 30 minutes once you put it in the actual crawfish yum. But to be on the safe side, I like to go ahead and get it done. That way you ain't taking no chances. Cause the last thing you want is salmonella, I'll tell you right now. Shit'll kill you. But anyway, give me a second, we'll be right back. All right, here we go. Got the bell peppers, they done cooked down. Chicken broth's in there, it's been sitting for about 10-15 minutes, something like that. Now I'm gonna put the sausage in and the crawfish tails in. So here we go. Just pile it in there like that right there. Move it around. Get the old sausage. Pile the old sausage in on top. Just like that right there. Get your old spoon and just stir it around. It don't take long at all to get this right, to cook this. It just don't. So now you got that all in there mixed up. And it's gonna take a little bit for it to get back, you know, where to cook. So that ought to be good right there like that. As you can see, the chicken is about done. So I'm about to get it out and debone it. And now put all the chicken in there and let that cook for about, let's say, another 10 to 15 minutes. Let it cook down, and then I'll add that right there, the old tomatoes. Once you get the tomatoes in, you done. You just put that thing on low. I mean, you let it cook for, no, you're not done. Actually, you're not. The rice. Once I get this chicken out of this pot right here, I'm gonna cook the rice in that the water that I cooked the chicken in. I don't know why, it's just something I want to do. I guess it's cause it's got the chicken broth in it now, and I just like to cook the rice in it. So but anyway, we'll get to that in a second. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this old chicken out and debone it. I'm gonna throw it in and put the tomatoes on top of it. All right, I got the chicken deboned. As you can see, it's right there in a little bowl. This here is sizzling a little bit. Rice almost done. And got the tomatoes waiting. What I always do is I always put my chicken, I fill the sink up with cold water, put my chicken in there, because I'm gonna tell you right now, you debone that daggone chicken, it will burn your fingers. So I put it in there and I let it sit for about 10 minutes and it'll cool it right down and ain't nothing to it. Best thing about this, ain't no hard no cleanup. That's because I be washing dishes and all my stuff I use while I'm cooking. Hey, that way you ain't got to do it when you're done. So come over here, get the old chicken and pour in there. It's like that right there. And it's dirty. As you can see, this is already getting thick. I mean, it's a pile of meat in there. Pile of meat. You probably wonder why you put sausages, chicken and all that in there. Well, it's kind of like this. There's people that might not like crawfish tails. Hey, they got chicken in there. They like sausage in there. You just never know. That way everybody can actually eat out of it. So now, I'm about to get the old rice out. And you know what? I'm going to add the tomatoes. Pour the tomatoes in there just like that right there. Like that. How about that right there? Oh yeah, baby. And it's dirty. Just like that right there. This pot getting full now. And you can get what I mean. I like the petite diced tomatoes. They're small. Not everybody likes big old hunks of tomatoes. But hey, if you like big old hunks, hell, you can put a whole daggone tomato in there. No matter. However you want to do it. You can adjust to your liking. So now, all right, got that nice and stirred up. So now waiting on the rice. Rice should be done. I mean, it's probably done right now. I'm gonna wait about 2 or 3 more minutes. I'm gonna get it out. We're gonna throw it in there. One thing I will tell you real quick, you better have a bunch of these paper towels. I don't know if y'all like me. I know women that seem like they can cook any daggone thing and they ain't even gonna use a paper towel. But us men, shit, we'll use a whole roll of paper towel cooking one meal. So y'all make sure y'all got plenty of paper towels and you should be good to go. All right, now for the rice. Like I said, you just put this in here kind of to your liking. I put it here till it makes it a little bit thicker, as you can see here. Spread it out, you know, like so. You're gonna probably have a lot of rice left over. Hey, if you got chickens, they like to eat too. I think you can feed this to the chickens because it's done swelled up as much as it's gonna. I think I'm right about that. Hell, I don't know. I know you ain't supposed to feed daggone pigeons and doves rice because it swells up. But like I said, I don't think it's gonna swell up no more because it's been cooked. You know what? Just scratch giving the rice to the chickens. Throw it in the damn woods, be done with it, and you don't have to worry about it. I'm gonna keep on adding it until it gets good and thick. Just like that right there. This whole process, I mean, it don't take probably about 45 minutes to do all this. It ain't real bad. I think this is all I'm gonna put in it right here. Like I said, you ain't got but a little bit left over. And I think that's what I'm gonna leave it as. All right. Well, that's it right there. Ain't nothing to it. there you have it. Old Carolina crawfish yum right there, buddy. You talking about some freaking good eating? That's some good eating. Like I said, guys, you cook this right here for your old lady after she's had a long day at work. You're gonna have to beat her off with a stick that night, because she's gonna be happy and she's gonna want to play. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this. Like I said, I love cooking and I love making this stuff. It's freaking great. If you hunting or something, you get in a hunting club, it's something good to cook. That and chicken stew and stuff, but it's something different. You know, if you go out of town or something, you want to throw something together, this is something good to cook. I mean, it's freaking awesome. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoy it. I hope I didn't offend nobody with what I said on here. You know how I am. But anyway, I hope y'all just appreciate that I am real. And hey, I don't sugarcoat nothing. So subscribe to my channel, check it out, and we'll see y'all next time. I'm gonna go try to kill a daggone turkey on camera in the morning. So I might have to carry my rifle. That was a joke. I don't know, use a rifle. But anyway, y'all have a good one.